because that's one of the things that is demanded of us when we're hunting. Not necessarily demanded, but I think it's something that we want. And it was a great segue into doing that in a different environment, because it just alleviates everything, you know. And one of the things that happens when you get into a hard hike is like, yeah, sometimes you just focus on what you're doing, the physical demand, and you just hike. But a lot of times what we do, especially high achievers, people that are in the Apex program, they focus. Everything else that's going on can spin through their mind as they grind. And I wanted to take him into a situation where he could just focus on being present and really letting everything else go. And seeing, you know, as we got through the first day and we got into the second day, and he was keeping his phone in airplane mode and he was just present and relaxed, you know, it was awesome. It was awesome to see. And it was exactly, you know, what he needed and what I wanted for him. And you know, we got ourselves into some rodeos too. You know, there was the first day, you know, we hiked back in. We got about 2.5 miles back in, and it was good enough for the day. You know, we were carrying heavy packs, and we found a nice spot right along the stream, a good clearing, and there was a good section of stream right there with a hole in it. And I looked at it, I was like, there are trout absolutely sitting in there. And it looked like a place that he could fish. And so we settled in, we built camp. And, you know, I didn't expect to run into a cattle drive back into a wilderness area in Colorado. Colorado, maybe you could reconsider your regulations, because I think having cattle grazing in a wilderness area kind of defeats the purpose of wilderness. So this cattle drive gets pushed through. It starts to rain. And we're just like, well, screw it. We'll stay here. We're running cows off, you know, to keep them out of our camp, all kinds of stuff. And at one point, my dog decides that she's going to go find the freshest, messiest pile of cow shit that she can find, and she goes and rolls in it. And so, you know, I spend a couple hours cleaning up my dog, cleaning up myself, because, you know, when she heard that I was upset, she came running over and wanted to make up with me and just rubbed cow shit all over me. And so, you know, we got ourselves into some rodeos that were a good bit of adventure, you know, and it was part of the fun, right? Because we're just present, and that's what happens when you just have a loose plan, leave it open, and let things come.